Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's March 26th, and we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. What's going on, players? How are you guys tonight?
Good.
Everybody's alive.
Ready to
Everybody's
rock.
awake.
Ready to rock.
Ready to rock. Well, we're going to be doing some Jungles of Chult, which is a homebrew that the homebrew-ish. I'm still using bits and pieces from Tomb of Annihilation, but this all takes place after the Tomb of Annihilation, after the death curses ended. Some brave heroes before these guys came along and smacked Asarak around and killed his whatever that thing is. What was that thing? The the the, the
The
soul curse
Atropol?
thing.
A thing.
The
It
spoiler
was an
soul curse thing for
Atropol.
yeah,
Spoiler
whatever you
alert.
call it. Jingo, 11 months subscription. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, sir. So we're gonna kind of jump into it tonight. I'm gonna run through player introductions real quick, and then we'll come back when with character introductions maybe in a little bit. But tonight we have Sven, who is playing Warwick, our barbarian. We've got Jingo the Fool, who is playing Smedley, a ranger. We've got Matakiri playing Juku, a cleric, and we've got Paige playing, or Robin playing Paige, a wizard. And tonight is his initial debut on the stream, taking over from Tane, who has to leave the game to spend time with his family. He's not doing great with his chemotherapy, so he wants to spend as much time as he can with his family. And I guess we don't count. I don't know. But anyways, and Gorgio is playing Clar, a rogue, a cacaw. I mean a cacaw. And
He might kick off.
last we left off, this is a every 2 week campaign, so the players remember nothing. The DM only remembers things because he makes notes. But I'm gonna pull up the Chult map.
I take notes.
And hence why you don't remember anything, but you know stuff because you take notes. So this is the party player map. The characters don't really have a map. They have a guide currently. They have a guide named Azaka, who they saved, or they went and recovered her stolen um, family heirloom, a wooden tiger mask from the Terrafolk up in Firefinger. And that was over here where the tokens are at. I meant to hide that token. But this token right here is the party token, and they were at Firefinger, which is where the green little dot is, and they decided to go to what was the place called? I even forgot. Ataz Muhaha, because Azaka has heard that it is has a shrine to Uptau, which is Juku's god. Uptau is actually the god of Chult, believe it or not. He is
The
a
one true
lesser god.
deity.
Lesser god? I think he's a lesser god, or was a lesser god. But in recent centuries or so, he has abandoned Chult for certain reasons, and so Juku's not sure where he's getting his powers from. Maybe the land itself, or another god's portfolio, or whatever. But
He hasn't abandoned true believers.
that's what Juku believes, anyways. So let's take a look at. Let me take a look at my map. And no, not that button. Lots of buttons. This button. And see where you guys are heading. So yeah, you're pretty much doing a straight shot across to this other river over here, which is the Olung River. Olung, like oh my lung. Olung River. And Ataz Muhaha is a bridge. It goes over the river.
Say that again.
Ataz Muhaha.
Okay.
Do, do, do you need the spelling?
Say that 3 times fast.
No.
Muhaha. Let's see.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, Azaka says she knows pretty much how to get there because it spans the river. And she knows it's close, a couple days close to the mouth of the river, but not as close as Mesro is, which is a ancient remnants of a city where the Bare used to live, which were pretty much the immortal beings that ruled Chult years ago. And we'll get into the Bare a little later in the campaign. But you guys had a 4-day journey to head across to the Ataz Muhaha. Muhaha. And I'm just checking to see if Clyde has come. Uh-oh.
You know he has.
You know he has. All right, I'll wait. You can hit me up. I'll hold on to your Clyde for a while, since you have to go, Caesar. I understand, because we all want to see and Gorgio get hit. Yep.
Yeah, we
We
don't
do.
want to see Njingo get hit.
Oh, my players have to wait. Do it now. So suddenly, as you guys leave Firefinger and walk out into the woods, suddenly a monkey that is not wearing pants swings out of a tree and pulls out his bowler hat, since he's upside down, hanging by his tail, and puts it on upside down and shits over his head and catches his poop upside down and puts them in his back paws or legs and flings a two-handed chuck, and they go flying around and misses everybody in the party completely and goes into the bushes and disappears. Meanwhile, since you're hiding in the bushes in Gorgio. The characters don't know this, but what does the poo smell like today in Gorgio?
Peanut butter, of course.
Peanut butter. Like jungle peanuts. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
really strong, like almondy, like almond butter, peanut butter. As Caesar double-barreled shotgun blasted you through the bushes. And you know what? All the other characters clap and applause because they didn't get hit. They're happy. They're happy. It's the first time.
So did they just? It just disappeared. So they have no idea where it went.
Yeah, it went through the palm fronds, and they were like, "Whoo, that was close!" But you were like hiding in there, and like one got in your beak hole, nose hole. Don't you? Do you have a?
So,
You
so,
got a nose holes in your beak? How does that work?
and well, no one sees it, but he takes some of the poop and rubs it into his feathers, like
Ew.
really nice, like beard oil, and then takes one of his little vials out of his bag, and like digs it and shoves it into a vial.
Oh, so he stores up some poo too.
Yes, he
Oh,
stores
you
a
found.
vial of the poo.
Give me a nature check, Clar. Clar. How long has he been traversing the jungles of Chult? It's been a while, right?
Yeah, almost a year now. No, a little
Almost a
over a year.
year.
Sorry.
Almost a year, and he's never got mad monkey fever, right? He's never caught that.
Nope.
Okay. See, with
Not yet.
your nature check of a 2, he's never even heard of it. Mad monkey fever. Hmm. Sounds like something, and that's not made up. That's not made up. That's a Chult
It
thing.
is.
It's a Chult thing. All right, so you guys have a 4-day journey, and the magic of D&D, I already pre-rolled your encounters for those 4 days, and guess what? You make it to the 4th day. Like, well, the 3rd day anyways. So you're trekking through the jungle, you have to spend the night. I mean, there's some encounters, but nothing, worthy of storytelling, you find some palm fronds and some sugar cane or something, nothing worthy of storytelling. But
No Kenku.
you guys do occasionally think that you hear something in the brush um, nearby, some kind of animal or something. And it's kind of been staying with you a couple days, but you really haven't paid a whole lot of attention to it because there's all kinds of critters running around in the jungle. Little mice and
Has anything come
monkeys
up
and
missing?
nope, nothing's come up missing that you guys have noticed.
No food?
Well, other than the food that you guys are eating, no. Nothing like
Hmm.
nothing like from Panama. You go to Panama
All right.
and the monkeys steal everything that's not nailed down. Your canteens, your, they're taking our freaking first aid kits. The little, the first aid kit that's on your webbing. I don't know what the hell they were doing with them. Not nailed down. So I am. Let me do the D&D Unity arrow draw here. As you guys are making your way across that way. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I like it. And let's see. Let's take a look at the party sheet, and we'll see the marching order here. I don't think Clar is in the front. Oh, that's the watch order. Tane is not in the front anymore, so does that put work in the front? Just the four of
Smedley
you?
will take the lead if you need me to.
Smedley? This makes sense. The ranger in the
Yeah,
front.
I'll take the lead.
I can walk beside you and protect you. You are probably better at finding tracks. I'm okay,
Oh, let me.
but
I
that is
need
not my strong
to.
suit. If we were in a proper forest, I would be better. But these damn all vines look the same to me.
Juku is
Um.
happy taking up the rear.
Mm,
I'm decent at
It's
tracking.
TMI.
It's not tracking is
that's a
not my
personal
strong
choice.
suit either. Although
I need
I am trained in it.
to. I am on a brain fart. I need to put a token in. I need to put it in assets. There.
Actually, our guide is taking the lead, isn't she?
She could, but not in the standard marching formation party order.
Yeah,
Uh,
wait,
she
you add
kind
her to
of
the party sheet.
she kind of goes off on her own and then comes back and kind of scouts around a little, but doesn't actually stick with you guys like in the front chopping bushes. Hold on, I'm having a brain fart. Where is my Fantasy Ground folder? I have lost my Fantasy Ground folder. How did it get way up there? Thank you, Windows, for moving shit around on me. Fantasy Grounds. I gotta put. I forgot to put Gorgio's token into tokens. So give me 1 second while I drag character Gorgio. Copy here. And then go to assets, go to tokens, go to refresh, go to campaign. See, you're learning stuff. You're learning stuff. Open the campaign folder, grab this and put it on his character sheet like that. And drag it from his character sheet to the combat tracker, and it's all good. See there? Freshed up token. All right. So Smedley and who's behind Smedley? I closed the party sheet. Uh,
Warwick.
Work. So Smedley stops. You guys are like midday on your final trek. You think you'll probably arrive at Mutaha, Atazamuhaha, sometime like early morning. So you got one more evening of camp, and then early in the morning another little trek, and you'll arrive there. But Smedley, you stop, and out of the corner of your eye, you're like cutting through a clearing in the little bit of a clearing in the trees, and off to the right, you see the corner of some kind of big structure, like in the jungle, like to the south of you. And so Smedley stops and kind of waves up work and points it out. The rest of the party
Hey,
hasn't
check
made
that
their
out.
way to you guys just yet. They're 20 or 30 feet behind you a little bit, kind of making their way through the thick brush. But you guys kind of came into this clearing, and both of you have high enough passive perceptions that you see the structure over there. It's a tall structure. You're just making out the corner of it, right? And you can tell that it's a big structure. But you smell like something died or decay nearby too. It's pretty obvious. So what are you guys
All
thinking?
right. Let's backtrack to where the party's at before they get to here. Smell that? That's got to be undead.
Do I see
Either
anything on
that
the
or
ground? kind of
Either that
tracks or anything?
or a large predator.
Uh,
Yeah. Are there any tracks on the ground?
you guys are kind of didn't like you're not on a path per se or anything. You're kind of just mushing your way through the jungle, and then when you get into this clearing, the stone structure is probably 100 feet south of you, so you don't see any tracks immediately, like right where you stopped. Anyways, maybe if you branched out and circled around and did a perimeter check, you might find some tracks or something. But immediately, the
I,
only tracks that you guys see are your own.
Well,
I will wait
let's
here
wait
and
for the
watch while
party
you go
first. Do you want me
retrieve
to
them.
do a? All right, I'll go back and retrieve
Make
them.
sure they're stay quiet.
Yeah, you guys have over the last few days kind of dodged some undead. You were able to, you know, get around them and not engage and stuff. Um, but this smell is you're close to it. If it's undead, it could be a dead body. You don't know, a dead dinosaur or
Yeah,
something.
it could be the bone pile of a large predator.
But you guys
If
really
I
haven't
can get
seen any structure. This is a stone structure too that you can make out. It's not a wooden hut or nothing. It's a stone structure. You can make out just the corner of it, like and then there's like bushes and trees and stuff hiding the rest of it. So they kind of
All
back
right.
up and get you. All of the rest of the party gets in a little huddle here, so you guys can
if
whisper
I can
amongst yourself.
see the bones or whatever, I want to use my cleric ability, Eyes of the
Yeah, yeah.
Grave.
You haven't seen anything. You just
All
Okay.
we've
smell
seen
it.
is the corner of the
And
building and the smell of death. You can smell it in
yeah,
the
but
air.
when you back into the tree line where you guys came from a little bit, the odor kind of goes away. So you think it's towards that clearing.
And Warwick is gonna stay there. I'm gonna watch the clearing, watch for any kind of thing in the air, watch the ruins while he goes back to get the party.
Well, he moved about 40 feet, so that's the distance you're apart currently.
Do we want
39
to
feet too much.
explore this or avoid it?
Juku would vote to explore it and put down any undead that are in it.
I would vote to explore it, yeah, just to know what it is. Who knows what kind of ancient knowledge might be inside?
Yes,
You
there could
know,
be
secrets lost for a millennia might be in there that we could bring to light.
all
What a
kinds of
discovery.
treasure. Something I can bring back to Candlekeep.
Books.
Books.
There might be books in there.
So exploration it is. So guess what? I'm gonna
That's
put you
my
guys on a
vote.
map.
I'm not there, but my vote would be to screw with Drake and just leave, go the opposite direction.
That would be okay. That would be okay. Because the next random encounter you see, hey, there's a structure up ahead. I don't know where. Oh, all right. So tell me how you guys want to do this. How do you guys want to? Right now, you guys are kind of in the woods, but you're not in the clearing. You're kind of
So in the 5 minutes or so they've been talking, have I seen any movement at all?
nothing other, a bird or something, but nothing significant.
Shall we recon? Is there anybody better than I at stealth? I mean, I'm decent.
I'm okay. I am not encumbered by armor.
Well, hold on a second.
Neither am I,
You're
but I'm
you're
horrible at stealth.
Work. You're not with them, so if you're talking to them, you're yelling the 40 feet to
Oh,
communicate.
I thought they moved up. Okay. I'm not.
I haven't
Yeah,
heard them say they move
we
up.
we we would move up to where he's at. Yeah.
All right,
I
so
was getting ready
works
to go
out
Possibly
in
and
the
better.
tell him.
works out in the clearing, and you guys come up to the edge of the clearing,
We'll call him back. Hey.
and so you're like in the tree line, and I'm gonna push you guys a map. It's a big map, so And
It's huge.
it's raining currently, like it does a lot in the jungle. You guys have kind of gotten used to it. At least when it's raining, you got fresh water all the time because you can just go off your nose.
Like the rain.
So does everybody see the map? Have the map?
I do.
All right. So the structure that you see, and you guys can probably make it out, is down this way.
Yeah.
I have not seen any movement, but through this incessant rain, I may have easily missed it.
I will scout a little bit forward, and you'll notice that despite the fact that he wears a breastplate, Smedley moves surprisingly light. I took the medium armor master feat so that
All right.
armor
So
no longer
I currently
imposes
have
penalty.
the tokens unlocked, and if your token is moving, that means your character is moving. So if you're trying to open up line of sight, then so is your character. So be careful.
I don't see my character.
He's moving, and I'm moving stealthily through the trees.
You don't see him right there?
Oh, there I see him. I
It's a
just
big
had to
map.
scroll in far enough.
It's a big map. What'd you
And
say,
I'm just
Sven? Sorry.
I'm moving through the trees, trying to be stealthy.
Okay. I don't need you to roll a stealth check just yet. You guys are kind of pretty, far away from the structure if there is anything monitoring. So Warwick disappears into the tree line, and you guys are just kind of like, huh? Because if you guys are more than 20 feet apart, you cannot see each other in the tree line. You might be able to hear each other, but since Warwick is being stealthy, that's a little more difficult.
I'm trying to be stealthy. Let me give you a stealth check.
No, I just kind of use your passive kind of for now until.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go up to here. I can't really see what's directly below me, but I'm going to wait a couple moments and see if I see anything. I've been watching the whole time as well, looking for any kind of movement.
Yeah, I kind of limited your, map, but there's just heavy tree. I didn't want to put a bazillion trees on the map, so it's just thick, dense forest that direction. So Warwick, you definitely are smelling that decay. And
Okay, so I'll go turn around to head back to the party, and they're right there. And well, okay.
yeah, you're like, hey, I'm gonna go tell them what I see. Oh, there they are. So
Are
you're
these
like,
large
yeah,
bushes enough to hide?
that's a big fallen tree stump. And we're gonna pause you guys right now. And now I'm gonna push you guys. Uh,
Gonna be crouched down, trying to stay low.
um, push. Where's my roll for initiative? I'm gonna push you guys a group stealth check. Stealth using roll for initiative. It's a nice little. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Okay. So that's how it's gonna be then. I see. So you guys suck.
Tell me
The
how you really
highest
feel.
stealth roll in the party was a 12,
Wow.
For me.
which was Juku in his turtle shell.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
Smedley
Dry
rolled a
leafing
1,
underbrush.
Clar rolled a 1, Warwick rolled an 8, and Paige rolled a 6.
Woo!
Yeah.
Kind of like
So,
my initiative roll.
so
I'm
I don't
number
know.
one.
You guys step on pop rocks or something?
There's a little snake. I use my hand axe, thunk it into the log next to me.
And like rising up from the rocks, you see a figure. And let me see. A large figure. Just the shape of something like moving, and you don't quite make it out, but the stench kind of gets to you first, and something starts moving your way through the brush and stuff. You like coming from this direction. And Warwick, you actually get to react. Now you can't really see the creature as much as you can hear and kind of know its location and its smell. It's kind of the bushes are shaking. You think it's a bear. You think it's the size of a bear. Aren't you like a forest barbarian? You know forest stuff.
Grew up in a
So
forest, yeah.
yeah, you would
Okay.
think it's a bear, or something like that.
All right, so I'm going to work my way down.
All right, through the
30
the
feet.
thick brush and stuff, you're gonna have a little difficulty. So
terrain.
let's back you down like 10 feet of movement because you're moving through the brush and stuff. So do you want to dash anywhere? Or are you just trying to get
So
to
when
there
I
and
get
see
to
if you can
there, do I
see?
see anything?
No, not yet. But you still know whatever it is this direction. You think it's moving this direction?
So I'm going to keep bent over and have my hand axes out, and I'm just sort of trying to be somewhat quiet as I move down another. That would be 30 feet, but you said take away 10, so seeing what I can
And
see.
and did you say you're like trying to like kind of be behind bushes and kind of taking
Right. So remain in
some
cover, not
concealment?
necessarily stealth, but right in cover.
It's staying in some some concealment. Well, the bush isn't going to offer you a ton of cover. Um,
And what time of day is it?
noonish, midday.
All right, so I'm going to hold off on the rage. I'm just going to be sort of whispering a quick little prayer to my ancestors.
So dashing out of the bushes. Oops, wrong button. Uh, like kind of stumbling down this log. You guys see an ogre zombie. Comes out of the bushes and moves right up to Paige. This thing is nasty smelling. You don't know how long it's been dead, but it smells like it's been dead most of its life. It's some of its guts are hanging out. There's some weapons stuck in it, and it's wielding this huge morning star. It's like got it just smashing the bushes out of the way as it comes out, and it dashes to get right up to Paige, and she's like, ah, right. I don't want to speak for your character, but I would assume Paige would probably let out some kind of
Oh yeah, no, I'm like, what the
like high
fuck?
pitched
Alright,
squeal or
sorry, so-
something.
Yeah,
Oh, and I didn't push you the image. Let me give you
I
the
saw it.
image.
I
Oh,
closed
did you?
it.
Did everybody? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I closed it for you then. Just take it. Just take it. And suddenly, you guys get. No, not that button. I meant to have that playing earlier. Some jungle sounds. But we're going to push this button as you guys hear not only the guy in front of you, but more motion and commotion coming from the jungle around you, mostly towards the complex. As this one moves closer to you guys. He's like coming out of the woods, Smedley.
Yeah. All right. Must defend our wizard. As a bonus action, my table is moving really slow right now. Bear with me.
I'm gonna move you into a square.
Where did you say the others were coming from? From the east as well? The building?
Yeah, from that direction. You hear the sounds. Pretty far off, maybe, 100 feet or so, you think the sounds are?
Did that go on him? Did I target him?
Yeah, Ogre Zombie Loving Chuckle is targeted.
Okay, cool.
Is
Then
everybody else having a slow table?
Yes.
I think it's the big ass map.
Mine seems to be fine.
I will
It was slow for a minute, but then it's fine now.
step up and attack him.
Oh, you hit. Loving Chuckle, kind of as you stick your short sword into him, and the odor
All
just kind of
right.
seeps out, and you're like, oh
It
god.
didn't do the hunter's mark damage.
So give him
It's a
another. Is it a D6? And I'll do it
it is
manually. I think you might have applied it
for
backwards or something. I don't know. Hunter's mark is weird. So another 4 points. So a total of 10. He doesn't really even
and
flinch.
that's not good. And I used my bonus action to cast a hunter's mark, so that's it for me.
Juku.
All right. Warwick is a little too far. So I am going to target 3 of us and cast Bless.
Well, before you, I was gonna say you could, just as a helpful reminder, you could ready that if he gets closer, but you don't know when he's
He
going, when
doesn't
he's
care.
getting closer. So
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know when he's going to get closer or be within range. It doesn't have a long range.
so you want to
He
keep
And
sees
then
that.
I'm
Warwick
going to
as
move up.
expendable.
He's the squish meat shield, not the hard shelled shield. And then Juku will come up and
He's kind of got his head in his shell a little bit, right? He's like, ooh.
Yeah, he's ducking down just a little bit, and then that'll be just his action for the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and
H.
cast Frostbite on it, and if it fails, then it'll have disadvantage on its next
Is
attack.
frostbite
so-
a ranged or a save?
No, it's a saving throw, so I
Nice.
don't think it matters. Yeah.
Nope.
Cool. So that's my plan.
He succeeds.
I hate this game so much. Yeah. Okay. Nothing happens if they save.
Smedley and Claw are both start off with inspiration. Every session, you guys start off with a point of inspiration, so it's your duty to give it to yourself. So 20. So leaping over the log and stuff, Azaka kind of jumps into the scene, and she looks at Warwick, and she says, "That's a big one, isn't it?" And she pulls out her bow as she moves or dashes, trying to see this thing through the tree line.
Why, thank you.
Were you peeing? And let's see. So she dashes over to there, and still kind of got a little line of sight on it, but it's got a little bit of cover to her. And oh, I have her in the party. Let me take her out down here.
I like how the extension gave her descriptors. She has a sullen, sorrowful guffaw.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do
Oh no, it was great
that.
though.
It's part of the what's the new extension that we're using, Manicuri?
NPC flavors.
Well, no, because I had her set as one of the creatures in the combat encounter. So it added her as an
Oh, the
NPC, I
combat.
guess. Yeah. All right. So give me a stealth check in Gorgio, Clar. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you do when the tower opens, so I just do tower.
Yeah, that's not good enough. All right. So you are in the bushes, but you are not hidden. I'm gonna leave you as yellow because I don't know if you're friendly or not.
Oh no.
That's up to you, I guess.
It's a clower.
So you've been kind of shadowing these guys for a few days, and just to see what they're about, and a couple of conversations you've heard. What are you saying, Robin?
Stalker alert.
Yeah, he's been stalking, and you think they might be friendly-ish, but there wasn't any murder hobos in the last few days since they left Firefinger, so.
He's
And
got poo samples from each of us.
and Gorgio, are you familiar with Firefinger yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing two
So
right
you
now.
can kind of understand why Claw was around Firefinger because he has a dream of being airborne,
Yes, he does.
but he was too wussy to go up there by himself. So what?
So Clower will see them fighting this ogre, and I guess
Alright,
they'll.
I can't take the ogres yelling anymore, so I'm stopping that.
Cool. I had to turn it down because it was really loud.
I'll keep the jungle's chirps going though.
So you guys will hear like from the bushes a loud, deep voice, and it says, "Do I need to pluck your feathers off?" Really mean, and um, out comes a little kinku, like running towards this ogre zombie. Oh, I can actually get to it. Cool.
So the Skenku comes running out and just slides up onto this log. Give me an acrobatics check. This log's got moss and stuff covered on it, so let's see how well his little claw feet. Yeah, no problem. He's like kind of does a little cartwheel. What do you got? Do you got a weapon out?
He has a rapier, and it's covered in like poo, like dried poo. And you kind of see him say that, "Do I need to pluck your feathers off again?" as he slashes at this ogre.
Uh,
Or is it no? He will not.
all right.
No,
Well,
As he stabs Paige.
no.
so when you jump up on this log, right? Your foot, they're just like termite infested log, right? And your foot just collapses into the cavity, like, and you twist your ankle. You're like, oh, you can hear it pop. And then you look down and you pull your foot out. But when you look down inside the log, there's an item in the log. Uh,
Fancy.
and You get the roll on the magical item table thanks to Svenster, cheater in the chat. Ooh.
Ooh, thank you, Sven.
Ooh,
So like
that's such a good.
you see all these bits and pieces of wood, and then there's this nice. Does this have an image? It does. Look at this thing.
Perfect for a rogue.
All right.
I was gonna say it's great for him.
All right. So I am going to put that in the party sheet. Inventory. And hit the ID button, and you can grab it at your leisure when you're ready.
All right. And
So you twisted your ankle with your fumble, and you're at half movement speed until you take a short rest or receive any kind of magical healing.
all right. And he's gonna look down and see his ankle all twisted, and he's gonna say, "Soup or salad?" And that's his turn.
For
Soup
salad.
or salad? Nice, nice. So second in the round is Azaka, and she's gonna move out a little, and she's gonna see if her longbow does damage to this thing. As she takes a shot at it, and sinking a longbow arrow into its side, doing 5 points of damage. Juku.
All right. Juku is going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon right there and attack with it.
Ooh, nice.
And then, as my regular action, I'm going to cast a
What the
cantrip.
hell is that thing?
That's my Juku's sacred weapon, spiritual weapon.
I know, but I don't know what it is. What is it?
How do you access the tokens as a player to set
I
them?
sent it to Drake to include, and then he
Oh,
added it for me.
because I can't change any of mine.
And then I'm going to sacred flame him.
Ooh, smelly. He fails. He doesn't get out of the way, and does 4 points of damage.
A little bit of radiant damage.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't seem to be vulnerable to it, but he doesn't resist it either. Paige.
I'm just gonna try frostbite again.
This thing does not look bloodied yet.
It failed.
Ooh,
I didn't roll
nice.
shit.
5 points of damage to Loving Chuckle.
So the next attack he makes will be at disadvantage.
Smedley.
I'm gonna slide 5 feet and then
Slide to the
attack it
side, slide to
twice.
the slide.
Once with a standard action, once with an offhand attack.
Some light weapons. Sticky, sticky. Ah, nice. A 20 with your +1 bless.
Gonna love that. Yeah.
The bless didn't help you, but... Oh, and you cannot roll any lower for damage. You
And I
got
still don't
snake eyes.
have. I still don't have the hunter's mark set right.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure
6
that out. And then
points
you
of
max
hunter's
out
mark.
on the hunter's mark for another 6 points to him.
You have the hunter's mark on you, but you're not applying the mark to the ogre.
Yeah, there's
Do
a...
I need to? Which one
Hunter's
do I
mark
need
should
to
have two effects. The one that is not the IFT, the one that just says hunter's mark.
see?
Yeah,
That should be on him.
that should be on him
All right. I thought I
before
applied
you
that
make your
to him.
attack roll.
All right. There it is on him now. I thought I had applied that to him. But anyways, that's it for me.
And
I'm
hunter's
happy.
mark's only on one attack, right?
Yeah, one attack per round. Same
Yeah,
as the
okay.
Colossus Slayer.
So you guys do hear some commotion coming. As you think another big boy is coming towards you. Trying to zone in on your position.
Sounds like Donald Duck.
And yet you also hear another one. So you guys think there's two more heading your direction.
Awesome.
You guys also notice, since you're up and close and personal to this thing, at one time it had some kind of robes on it, but they're all like torn and deteriorated and kind of fallen off. Warwick.
All right, well, Warwick is going to head toward the other sounders. This one is surrounded by all his friends, so he figures they have him well in hand. So do I see him?
We need to add that. There is no zipper sound in Sirenscape. Zip. And where it comes running up.
All right, so as I see him there, I'm going to call upon my ancestors I've been talking to for the last couple minutes anyway.
Are you talking to this guy? Which guy are you
Yes.
talking? You can see. Yeah, you definitely can see him for sure. And you think you might have a little bit of cover versus him currently. If he throws his mace at you.
And this ghostly form appears next to me, thin and wiry, two-weapon wielding human. And I'm going to chuck my axes at him. Chuck number 1.
Nice.
Nice.
Just a standard crit, no effect. Sneaky full of rage chortle. That's a big ass name. 9 points of damage. You definitely got his attention now. He's like, he looks right at you. As you hit him again with your your next hand axe.
Ooh, big 1 point damage.
Hey, it's one more than he had
Good.
before.
1 point of damage is 1 point
All
of
right,
damage.
so just couple raging dudes getting ready to go at it.
All right. Well, ogre loving zombie is like. He's like, "Meeny, miny, bird, I want chicken wings. Roar!" And he takes a swing at Gorgio or Claw with his Morning Star. At disadvantage, and it causes a fumble. So he's like, and he hits a branch in a tree above him, and his mace gets, stopped from swinging, and Claw
Can-
kind of shifts out of the way, and he hits the log next to him.
And Clawer will say Mercutio and Tybalt at Vienna and nod his head.
Oh my god.
Juku.
Smedley will
Alright.
look at him and say, I got that reference.
Was that a Star Trek thing?
It was.
The walls would come
Alright.
tumbling. What is that guy? Galay at. Ooh, nice. Some spiritual weapon love. Ooh, maximum damage. Oh no, it's not either. 8 points. Bop.
Followed by a sacred flame.
You guys are hammering on this guy. He's definitely bloodied now. Azaka, she's going to take another arrow shot at this thing. Twang. And like it like pulls down and she hit herself in the head. Oh, so her bow slips out of her hand and smacks her in the face. The wood part does. And she does normal damage to herself, which she just shakes her head a little. Blah, blah. And she licks her lips a little bit, looks a little stunned, and her eyes are kind of twitching a little bit, and that's all she's gonna do is fumble. Work.
All right, so he's going to charge up, bring out my Circadian Great Axe.
All right, so you're gonna have advantage with that attack thanks to Matakiri, cheater in the chat.
Awesome, awesome. So he comes running up.
Let me turn some of
The,
these effects off and let's see if that helps. The lag. I didn't check my internet connection speed today. I wonder if I needed
Nice.
to reboot. I had a power fluctuation yesterday, so.
So I go running up and slam him with the Great Axe. Sort of take a step back, watch, waiting for him to bring his weapon down.
Loving Chuckle is he's not sure who to attack, so he's like, eeny, meeny, miny, I want turtle soup. As he takes a swipe at Juku with this big ass Morning Star. Whoosh! And misses because turtles have turtle armor class.
Built-in plate.
Did it totally miss you, or did it actually hit your armor? Usually it just says miss, but usually it says blocked by armor or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not wearing armor technically.
Oh,
so the
so yeah,
extension
so it
would
doesn't know
not
that.
know.
And Claw, you have been purchased advantage by Metacuri Cheater in the chat.
Yay. So Claw will look at the ogre and will stab him with the rapier.
With advantage, I don't think it mattered, but that's a nice hit. Your sneak attack procs doing 16 points of damage. Ooh,
I
this
didn't
thing does.
hit him. There we go.
He's critical.
And then he'll look and nod his head. I can't pass this turn.
Panickety lip. Panickety lisp, right? Panickety? Or panicky? Which is it? I like
Persnickety.
panickety. He's gonna come trudging over and gets to
We
the
can't
tree
see him
line.
in the combat tracker.
Yeah. Oh, you can see him now as he comes. You can hear him like pushing through the bushes behind you. Paige.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to disengage. That ogre really fucked shit up. Okay.
Can't see the
Hang on,
rolls
let
in the
me.
dice tray. Dice tray? You should be able to see
Okay.
him.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to put Dragon's Breath on Juku. Because I can touch him right now.
A turtle breathing dragon.
And then I will
Breathing
use my
turtle.
regular action to disengage and move away.
So bonus action for Dragon's Breath?
Yes.
Nice.
So I'll have to choose between Dragon's Breath and Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, I forgot you had spiritual weapon up. I'm sorry.
You could give it to Claw.
Okay. Yeah. Can I do that, Drake? Can I take it back and put it on Claw instead?
Give me a percentile roll, and if it's 50 and under, you trust Claw enough to do that. If not, the turtle gets it. 50 and under on percentiles.
I mean,
That is
it's the
under
normal
50.
roll for me.
That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So, Juke, if you want to take the effect off, and then I'll just.
I can't because it's applied by you.
I'll get the effect off of him, and you can give it to.
Sorry for fucking everything up.
Oh no.
Hey
So-
Drake, they're saying they can't see the character, the chat because it's covered. Oh, there we go. Never
So,
mind.
I don't
So
know.
is-
I don't see that it's covered. It's below the combat tracker.
Yeah, it's not. I see what he was looking at, but it's not. So
Are you thinking it's underneath the slideshow? Because I moved the combat tracker to the right. It's above Drake takes. That's where the combat tracker is now.
yep, look to the right
Yeah.
of the
I
character.
moved
It's right
mine
there.
around a little, so it's not
It
in your
just looks weird.
traditional location. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to Clar, I would say click quickly. Do not breathe on my friends.
So as Paige reaches out to touch Claw, he looks at her and nods his head and says, "Consent is important."
So yeah, you get this energy, churning in your gut. What is it? Fire?
Yeah, sorry, I would pick fire.
Yeah. So all of a sudden you're like acid indigestion and stuff starts, and you can feel this flame like burning in your chest. You're like, woo, you kind of burp a little, and a little bit of smoke comes out. Poof. You're like, woo.
Beans.
Anything else, Paige?
Sorry, that's it. I meant to pass. I'm so sorry.
Schmedley.
All right. This thing is still up. Let's kill him.
You got another one coming towards towards the group.
Yeah.
Work's over there so far doing pretty good on his own over there.
Work
Till he
is a
gets hit a couple
damage
times.
dealing monster.
But they haven't been hitting very well. And I kind of lost track of advantages and stuff. But when Gorgio bought Juku an advantage, so let's not forget about that.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
ooh,
That should
Schmedley
not have
dropping
thrown
him.
that. That should not have thrown that second die. That was the
Okay, so
hunter's
he is
mark that
still
I
up
didn't
with
turn
3
off.
hit points.
Yeah.
Uh, easy enough to fix. Oh, it didn't knock him unconscious. Oh, because he's a zombie.
He's a bastard zombie.
Yeah. Yeah. A shike.
And that was my turn.
Sneaky
have to
full
remember to
of
turn
rage
that off.
chortle. And before I forget, let me do this page. You find a magical item on the ground next to you, given to you by Bel Murta in the chat.
Ooh.
No cheating either. She's an official giver of magical item.
Yeah.
So a lantern of revealing. Let's take a look at that.
Nice.
While lit, this
Jeez.
hooded lantern
Now
burns
we've
for
got
6
2 in the party.
hours on 1 pint of oil, shedding bright light and a 30-foot radius and dim light an additional 30 feet. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light. You can use an action to lower the hood, reducing the light to dim light in a 5-foot radius. Very nice. Oh, it's got an image. Let's see. Look at this thing. It's got a little eyeball on the front of it. It's cool. It looks like,
Looks like a Dalek.
yeah.
It really does.
Illuminate.
I am gonna put that in the. At y'all's convenience too, there are 4 shiny gems in the party sheet that no one ever took. So I haven't deleted them yet because I'm a nice DM, but I think everybody but Tane would get one, or everybody but Clar. 50 gold. And Jingo, thanks for the 300 biddies. I appreciate it, sir. Sneaky full of rage Chortle is over here with his Morning Star, and he's going to take a swipe at Warwick, who is raging, and misses as he dodges out of the way. Whoosh! This thing goes by like a freight train. Whoosh! And he jumps out of the way. Top of round 3 is Clar with a 21 initiative. Wow. That's twice in a row you get 21. Are you cheating? Are you cheating? You got a
No. So Clar is going to rub his belly a little bit and say, "Oh no, not the beans again," and burp, and as it's coming out, that will be the fire breath onto this ogre zombie.
like blast him in the chin and face. Like you're regurgitating food for your young.
Yes, and luckily it's like aimed this way so it doesn't hit Smedley or Juku.
Yeah, you're easy enough to.
But I think Robin has to drop it.
I do. Sorry, I was putting the lantern action on my actions down. Okay. So you're hitting this guy. Okay. I'm here. I swear. I have to target him, and then he has to make a saving throw.
He's like, I can't
Which
get
he
out of the way.
And I
As he
rolled
gets
well on the damage.
blasted
Yay!
and does die. So you like burn his face off. Oh wait, it says failed to resist death. 14 versus 19.
DC of 19, so it made the saving
But you
throw
did
and it
not
failed,
resist
so he died.
death.
Yeah, so you made the DC a 19 because you did. How did it calculate that DC? Just curious.
It's DC of 5 plus the damage taken.
5 plus the damage taken. Okay, yeah. There it is, 19. Done. Personal best, Paige.
Thanks. I mean,
That's kind
technically,
of nice that you get
Clar
the
who did it.
points for it. Clar just
I mean,
burps and you
You
get the
get the
points.
credit.
if everybody wanted to put the Dragon's Breath spell on their actions tab and put in my saving throw, whatever, then they could roll the damage themselves.
Okay.
No.
But
I think
that's
it's
like
your
a lot of
spell. You
work.
should get the credit.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you should
Exactly.
get the credit and do the
I
damage.
to you.
So, Clar, did you want to move or anything? Bonus action?
Yes. So he'll look at Juku, Smedley, call out, Jock, start the beast of burden, and run over this way.
Just don't
So
pass
breathe
gas.
on them
Got that
every
close. Yeah.
turn in Gorgio for
What's
the
that?
whole minute. You can breathe on them for like the whole minute,
Ooh.
Ooh, he says.
unless I lose concentration, obviously.
All right, so Azaka does not have line of sight on that guy since he's in the bushes. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I think I'm gonna give her a -5 to hit with her bow, shooting at this thing in the shrubberies. And oh, she probably hit. Yeah, nice. She gets through the palm fronds and everything, and sticks this thing in the shoulder. Whap. Oh, wait, that's the wrong damage. A wrong button. I need to roll damage, not to hit again. Ooh, doing 8 points of damage, lightly wounding it. Paige.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Well, I might not have to. Let me check the range on this. 60 feet.
Yeah, you're okay. 60 feet.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try and use. Oh, I need to mark off my spell slot. Sorry. I'm gonna use Ice Knife.
Is that a range?
Yes, and it's a first level spell.
Are you got a -5 to hit with it?
-5.
Yeah, there's a claw and a bunch of shrubberies in the way. So you may consider just doing a cantrip with a save spell
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that then.
because you don't have advantage from anybody.
Frostbite has a range of 60 also, so I'll just do that instead because it's a cantrip with a saving throw.
And he succeeds.
I fucking suck.
Warwick, come on, you can do it. He's not even bloodied yet, but you're getting there.
All right. So yeah, he's not that hurt. I'm going to go ahead and use my inspiration.
Ooh. Don't want to miss, do you? 14 points of damage. Sneaky full of rage
All right.
goes.
Dodge forward, dash forward rather, and slam at his leg with my axe. Jump back, sort of wait for his riposte.
Smedley. This thing's like falls over, burning, his head's on fire, and it just quickly goes out. You can see his eyeballs are all melted and his face is all like charred.
This ground is all difficult terrain, isn't it?
No, not per se. Are you trying to get to Panickety Lisp or what?
Yep,
Sure.
panicky lisp.
Yeah, you can get over there with your move, so you can move right up to him if
Yeah.
it's what you want. Yeah, you
Yep.
got just
As
enough movement to do that.
as a bonus action.
I was not
Uh,
describing Smedley. Just saying. That was the zombie I was
As a
describing.
bonus action, I will shift the hunter's mark to Panicky Lisp. So now he has something to Panicky Lisp about. Then I will try to stick him
Oh
in his
wait,
fat belly with
hold
his
on.
short
Before you
sword.
roll damage, you've got Loving Chuckle targeted. So
Oh, do
drop the
I?
damage on the other guy.
All right, let me drop that to hit on. Oh, I
Well,
do have.
they got the same armor class, so you hit him.
Okay.
They have a lovely armor class of butt ass nakedness minus their 6 dexterity, which gives them an 8.
How did I target
They're
Juku?
zombies. No, not Juku. Don't hit Juku.
Never.
You got him targeted.
I had him targeted. I untargeted him. Oh, did I still have him targeted?
Smedley.
I had me targeted. How
No, it
did I
looks.
target me?
Did you hit yourself? No, you didn't
No.
do damage to yourself. I don't know. It
I'm
was delayed or something. I don't know.
Oh, weird.
But yeah, you
Anyway,
did 9 points of damage to him. That was pretty crappy damage.
that was shit damage. But that's all I got this round.
And he's like, shrubbery attacking me. He thinks to himself because he's a zombie. He can't really speak. But he is going to pick a target. And the target is the guy that just hit him with his Morning Star. On Smedley, swings this big ass Morning Star. Boom! Hits Smedley upside the rib cage. Smedley lets out a little squeal for 8 points of damage and succeeds on his concentration check to maintain his hunter's mark. Sneaky, full of rage Chortle is going to try to smash Warwick with his Morning Star and takes a swing at him and hits, connects with his thing, doing 12 points of damage, which is resisted because barbarians don't give a shite. Juku.
All right. So as a bonus action, Juku is going to move his spiritual weapon up
Do you still have
to
advantage
there. That's as far as it can go.
from somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is going to get used when I cast
Okay.
Guiding Bolt on good old Panicky Lisp.
My internet's okay, so there must be this big map that's causing it to be big laggy.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Ooh, 14 points of damage.
And then
With
I'm going to move up.
Guiding Bolt.
And then my turn.
And it's your turn again, Juku. Top of the
Ah,
round,
should have stayed
4.
back. All right. Well, spiritual weapon's going to move up, and I'm going to attack with the spiritual weapon.
You can move it and attack?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can move it up to 20 feet. It's not terribly far. Why
Right,
did
but
I? Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
know if it was moving it was part of, as a bonus action as well.
I don't think moving it is part of the action. It just gets to move.
As it says, as a bonus action, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack.
Nice.
So that was a hit, and then I'm going to Sacred Flame him.
And he fails. He's like, oh, don't jump out of the way. Ah, 1 point of
Tiny
damage.
bits of,
Like burn his ear off.
but it's radiant, so
Okay, dokie. I'm gonna frostbite. This is getting really repetitive. but it's fine.
All right, he doesn't get out of the way though. Or his constitution, he doesn't soak it. 5 points of damage.
And then he'll have disadvantage.
So, Clar. Let me zoom in.
Clark, he's gonna rub his stomach again and do another belch. Oh, fiends. And when he does,
Blast this
some
guy
more.
in the face.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna blast him again.
And he does get out of the way of half of it, anyways. Oh wait, you got
Take
page
half damage.
targeted or something. I don't...
No,
No, she does it.
rolled it. It came from me.
Oh, never mind.
What?
So it gets half damage then. So
Half damage.
it still takes 7 points of damage, putting it in the critical stage. So you like burn his eyebrows. One of his eyes swells up and
Very nice.
pops out of his face. He's like, kind of
Tastes like chicken,
Cool bean.
and that's it.
swallows it whole and
Gorgio.
gives himself a, what's it called when you scope yourself down the throat?
Endoscopy.
Yeah, he gives himself an endoscopy because he swallowed his own eyeball.
Nerds.
I can't pass this turn.
Smedley. I think you're friendly now, aren't you? Let's make you friendly.
Now I am.
I meant
All right.
roleplay wise, you're friendly now.
Let's put
Yeah.
this guy down.
Can you do it? Let's see. What do you need to do it? You need, yeah, you need a lot of damage
That
to do
is a good start.
it. Ooh,
That's
That
some good damage.
was enough, but he's like, I'm a zombie and I get back up.
Oh, really? Okay. Well then. I hit him. Let me turn that Hunter's Mark effect off so I don't trigger it.
Good idea. As he's like,
Why won't you die?
I can see my stomach lining.
Now, didn't he take radiant damage this round? Does it not work like that?
No, it's not like a regen cancellation. It has to be the attack itself does the damage.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't.
You should get on that, Juku.
I'm
As,
trying
Is that your
every
job?
round.
Radiant damage.
As a Zaka,
I've been doing radiant.
Takes a shot with her non-radiant bow and misses. Goes flying off into the tree line. Warwick, come on, you can solo
As
this
big
guy.
as a wall. How do you miss?
Because she had a -5 because it's surrounded by friends.
Worst guide ever.
She's a
All
guide.
right, so I was
She's not a bodyguard. She's a guide.
Warwick was wondering if this guy could ever hit. So now he actually did. That's good. Pisses me off. So I'm gonna go reckless.
I'm angry. And I don't want to miss. A 3 plus 7 would have hit. So just saying, you need a fumble to miss. Doing 13 points of damage. Still kicking.
I like how Warwick's over there soloing them, and we're all fighting one together at a time.
Worked out well, though.
It's great.
Yeah.
Panickety Lisp. He's like, yeah, I've got 3 targets and I'm gonna smash the guy with the funny hat. Smedley is getting the swipe. He's got disadvantage because he's frostbitten. And that's enough to make him miss. Full chortle. Full rage chortle. Does he have advantage? He does. Fantasy Grounds automatically calculated that. Nice. As he does hit. Doing.
So I'm not dodging at all. I'm just standing there,
You
making
just
sure my attacks
smile and
hit.
just kind of stick out your chest and take the hit. Like, poof. 4 points of damage. You're like, yeah, I can take this. Juku, top around 5.
All right. We'll Sacred Flame him.
All you got to do is hit. And it does. Down he goes forever and ever. 4 points of damage.
And then can I get out to there?
I'm going to say you can get to there.
To there.
All shakety. I don't know.
Okay. So that was my action. And then my bonus action, I'm just going to move my thing because it's not affected by
No.
the
It
woods.
can be spiritual. It's in the spirit world, man. Clar, you can definitely hear, but you can't really see the fight going on over here.
All right, he's gonna start moving then.
What's your movement?
30.
30. So
Oh,
are you going to
difficult terrain.
dash?
Yeah, difficult terrain. So like what right there?
Yeah, well, if you're dashing, you just keep going, and then we'll adjust the whole.
No,
screen.
I wasn't gonna dash.
All right, yeah. So, well, you do have cunning action, don't you? You can.
Not yet.
Oh, that's right.
Oh wait, no, I do have cunning action. What the hell?
Yeah, you're 4th level.
Oh yeah, so yeah, bonus action dash then.
And you can get your full dash now.
Okay.
You're
So
kind of out of the
15.
bushes.
Right there.
Yep. And you see this vine reach up and try to grab you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So
Damn,
that
it
was
65
your
feet.
move and your bonus action. Are you gonna like throw something or
He's
drop
gonna.
your weapons and pull out a bow? Or?
Yeah, see, I would, but yeah, he's gonna uh, stow his drop his short sword, or drop his rapier, pull out the short bow, and shoot the zombie.
Cool.
Sweet.
Which is a hit with sneak attack since he's engaged. Doing 12 points of damage. That's your personal best.
Excellent. And then he's just going to nod at his head.
Warwick says something like, I was going to do it all on my own. Come on, crush him. Warwick. You need to do...
All right, so as this arrow sinks into it, I do a quick glance, see this Birdman. Looks a lot like the Birdman we fought before, but also like the one we rescued, so I'm not sure what's going on. Not sure if he meant to hit me. So I'm just going to take a step back and attack normal.
Kind of lean back in your 5-foot square. Smack Sneaky full of rage turtle. That's a big one. For the least amount of damage as you can do, 8 points. And Smedley.
I'm trying to keep an eye on this Birdman as well.
He called that out to you, what I typed out. Well, he called it out.
I'm going to shift 5 feet over so I can have a better view.
All right, I'm going to try to break out the other side of the foliage. If I have to dash to get to there, I will.
Yeah, but you also have another 20 feet of movement if you choose to use any of it.
I will. I'll get out into the open.
And are you switching weapons out?
I
You're,
am.
you're gonna. Well, you can put one weapon away as part of your move, and then
All right.
drop a weapon either this round or next round, and then draw if you want to do it that way.
All right. Yeah, I'm stowing one of my weapons. I'm stowing my offhand weapon this
Okay.
round.
Page. Can't see Jack Dooley squat.
Yeah. I mean, I
Azaka
think I would have seen
Azaka
some of
points.
them.
She points
Sorry,
in
go
that
ahead.
direction. Azaka points in that direction. She says,
Oh, okay.
"I can hear it over there."
Okay, I mean, I guess I'm gonna dash and see how far I can get through all the brush.
Trying to get line of sight on it. I think. Let's see. I'm gonna move your token for you.
Yeah, perfect.
Let me. What the hell? I think if you go dashing through the trees, you can get to there. And now you have line of sight on it, but you've used your action to dash.
Yeah. That's actually all I can do. I don't other than the fire breath, I don't have any other bonus action spells, so that'll be
This
it.
is a zombie with huge gashes all in it.
Sokka's gonna move with you. She's gonna come up next to you. Their bow out, aiming it through the bush in front of her. And full of chortle rage is going to take a swipe at Warwick with his big ass Morningstar. And misses, hits the side of the building, a couple sparks fly off, some dust and such. Claw, top of round 6.
All right,
We're,
so
we're close to ending this combat, so we'll take our break.
so Clawler's going to, as he's walking up, he's going to stow his bow, and he looks at Smedley, and he just kind of grins. And in his right hand, you see a pink, like dagger, just randomly appear, and he throws it right at the ogre.
Well, you got long range, don't you?
60 feet.
Is long range?
Yeah, there's no long range.
Oh, is it just 60 feet? Nice, nice.
Yep. And then he will.
Does the dagger make some kind of like wah 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 noise or anything?
Yes. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Ooh,
Oh,
and he hits
smacks
it.
him. Would that get sneak attack?
I think a sneak attack only applies on weapon
attacks.
Well,
It's
this is
technically
kinda-
a weapon.
It is a simple melee weapon with a thrown and finesse properties. It requires
so
a
Yeah, it's
ranged or finesse weapon
It
for.
says this magic blade is a simple melee weapon with the finesse and thrown properties. So, yes.
Well, let's do it.
Why did it just do sneak attack?
Wouldn't it? Yeah, you said it got sneak attack.
Oh, 2d6. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
then
D6.
as
it
his
does
bonus
die.
action,
It doesn't. Oh, it does resist. So it's like it gets back up.
so as his bonus action, he's going to hold out his left hand, and another pink dagger is going to appear, and he also throws that one right at it.
And Gorgio, what's your subclass called again?
Soul blade.
Soul knife.
Oh, soul
that's what it
knife.
is.
And you hit with an 8. And it does. It's like it pulls out your soul knife, and it kind of vanishes in his hands. You're like,
And then he
Gets
stomps
back
his
up.
clawed feet. He stomps his clawed feet. Son of a bitch! And it's his turn.
Smedley.
I'll look down at my newly found bird friend and say, "That's a neat trick. But watch this. I will stick my other short sword in the ground, pull out my crossbow. As a bonus action, I will move the hunter's mark to a remaining target.
I don't know why you have Paige targeted.
Why targeting these people? I didn't touch anything.
I don't target so much.
I
just
usually
drag
just
and drop.
direct.
I
That's
just
all I ever do is drag and drop.
unless I'm casting a spell or something. And that's gonna hit. Can you kill it? It does. It dies. Yay! And that's gonna take us out of combat. And I'm gonna quickly pull you guys out of initiative and unlock the tokens just for now. So if you guys want to adjust your map or whatever, but we're gonna take a 10-minute break because some of us have to go pee and get a new drink and stuff. So let me get that going. Let's see. I need to start a timer. So we're gonna do 21 Eastern time, anyways. 48. And I'm going to start the timer, and then I'm going to put on the slideshow and give you guys some pretzel if you're going to hang around. But we'll be back in 10 minutes, so go away, but make sure you come back because we got another hour and a half to go. So we see you guys in a little bit. All right, we are almost done with our break. Let's get the table back up. I got a couple more bites of my vegetable fried rice. Oh, vegetable fried rice.
Having leftover tacos. But hey, better leftovers than left unders.
Go away, Caesar.
You'll pay double points for him a second time? Hmm. You only get to have fun once. You gotta you gotta let everyone else have a little fun too. Thank you guys for your little your little biddies. 10 biddies from Spinster, 144 from Spinster, and 51 from Gorgio. Is this some kind of code or what's going on?
I had to steal back first place.
Oh, it's a
So
it's a cheer bit war. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. All
I
right.
didn't have
So
enough.
so you guys have defeated
Oh
these.
no, that can't stand.
Oh, don't make me do what I did a couple months up for Drake's birthday.
Yeah, that was nice. That was the biggest cheer I'd ever gotten.
Oh, I don't have that kind of bankroll.
Yeah, we'll have to remember that Engorgio has disadvantage. Not Clar, but Engorgio. So if you get up to go check on your cat, you're gonna have disadvantage. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. He's poor Ralph.
Is it something he ate or?
I think because he's a Maine Coon, so he has a lot of hair. So I think he has a stuck fur ball. I don't know though, because
Well,
he's
can't
been.
you like stick the vacuum hose in his mouth and kind of squeeze a little? Isn't
No,
that?
I've been rubbing. I felt around his belly and down by his, bladder and stuff, and it doesn't feel like anything's stuck down there. So hopefully he'll get rid of it tonight.
Maybe he's just moody. Did you not pet him this morning? My cat would do
No,
that.
it's not because of that.
My cat would hide for like 3 days sometimes. I'm like, did she die somewhere? Where is she? All right, so dead ogre zombies. So what are you guys gonna do? You guys probably should do some RP, right? Because we have a new character on the map, a little kinku bird guy. So let's do character introductions, but more so for Engorgio's sake. So kind of describe your character's look more so than maybe his background so much. So
Okay.
we'll start off with Engorgio describing Clar, but then we're going to have everyone else do it too. So go ahead, Engorgio. Tell us what we're seeing here.
Okay. He's about a 5 foot tall bird. He has a lot of white feathers, and there's like little specks of brown in them. Uh, and he has a nice pointy beak, and he's wearing green studded leather, and he's kind of stamping his feet, and he looks like every like 5 to 8 seconds he's just looking around, and he kind of like spooks easily sometimes too. But that's Claude.
Clar. Clar.
Yes.
All right, let's do Sven. Why don't you tell Engorgio what your character looks like?
So as this zombie gets pummeled by everyone else, and it drops, I will. War drops his great axe and rips the 2 hand axes out of the corpse. And as he turns toward you, you see this ghostly figure next to him, also turning toward you, and he's sort of calculating and watching as you walk up. And see a tall, um, stands well over 6 foot, looks to be human male. He has sort of a gray tint to his skin. His lower jaw protrudes a little bit too much. He's got tattoos on him. The tattoos are not tribal tattoos; they're actual little pictures and scenes. And as you get closer, you can start to make them out of different warriors on his body fighting different things. As he watches you, and then as he slowly calms down, I turn and bow to the spirit, who sort of nods back and fades away as I sheath my hand axes and pick up my great axe. I am Warwick. What do
Red
you
and
call yourself, thing?
Red and the direwolf, as he points at you.
Does work know
Have
what
I met
King?
any Kenku before?
I don't know. Have you? Where's your
Ah,
character from?
my father has told me of your kind. Interesting. I did not know Kenku was here in Chult. What brings you to Chult?
He'll look at. Oh, did everything crash?
Did we lose you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just lost your camera.
Oh, that's weird. It shows I lost all of you guys.
You probably accidentally closed the browser.
I'll fix it. But he looks at you and he kind of puts his head down. Baxter, and that's it.
Baxter?
Baxter.
Is that what you said?
Warwick.
Yeah, because Sven asked what brought him here, and he just said Baxter.
Baxter. um, Smedley. Jingo, tell us what Smedley looks like.
Smedley is tall and rather slender. He's wearing khaki clothes that kind of the safari outfit, the the boots that come up to the knee, and the bloused khaki pants, and the jacket, and even the safari helmet. And on top of that, he's wearing a big shiny breastplate, and his skin, where it pokes out from his clothes and on his face, looks pink from sunburn because he has spent most of his life in a classroom and not out in the sun. And despite that, he looks like he's thoroughly enjoying himself in this jungle situation.
Did some of you guys still have like the manacle scars on that haven't completely healed? How long has it been?
I would imagine, yeah, I've got those scars, and I don't cover them up either.
Because it's only been what? I'm taking a look at the calendar. Guess it's been probably three weeks or so, or no, 2 weeks.
A
20
lot of
about
traveling.
21 days.
And a lot of magical healing along the way.
Yeah, but you guys were in those manacles for a long time, so there might be some permanent scarring going on from them. Let's do Manikiri with Juku.
All right. Well, Juku super tall. He's about 5'9", but he is very, very stocky. Um, just looks very powerful in his build and demeanor. Um He moves fairly slow as he tries to walk gently wherever he goes. And you notice that all along his shell, the back is covered with this giant shell. And inscribed in the shell, it looks like a maze is being drawn. And it's not finished, it's not completed, but there are the early stages of a maze being etched into the shell that's on his back. And he will walk up to Clar and introduce himself. And Juku is me. Uh, Welcome, feathered friend.
And you'll hear him kind of repeat in your same voice as best as can. Juku is me.
Very good.
And then he points at him, and then he'll point himself. Says, Clawler.
Claw-er. Welcome, Claw-er.
And Robin, Remedies, tell us a little bit about Paige, what she looks like in Stiffs.
Sorry, my husband is working. Can we come back to me?
Sure, sure. Or we could just call your husband a jerk and
He said he only needs a minute. He's using his drill.
what's he making?
He's actually taking down his computer monitor mount and putting a different one up, and yeah, he's like rearranging stuff. Sorry,
That's
I'm
cool.
sorry.
That's cool. We'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, so Clar, you get the gist that these guys have been traveling together for a little bit. You kind of saw them, moving through the jungle and communicating and stuff. They look like your safest bet that you've seen for a long time. Um, but the thing that strikes everyone's curiosity at the moment are these ogre zombies that you guys killed, and this multi height uh, structure here that's like 40 or 50 feet tall, and up at the top you can see a door all the
Can
way
we
up the
tell
top
who
of
or
the
what
stairs.
built it?
From the ground, it looks pretty old. You guys would estimate, just looking at the ground stones and stuff, that this thing's been here for a few centuries.
So I'm going to look at Clar. I don't know if I need to do an insider investigation. We've been traveling, but we have tents. We also bought and replaced some of our gear. Um, does this look like he's been trapped, been wandering the jungles? Does he look fresh? Can I tell?
Clar looks like he's got a heavy a cloak on to help protect from the jungle rain. He's got his couple of weapons on his belt, and but he has no backpack. He does have a large sack tied to his belt. Um, so if he does have any other gear, he doesn't have it on him currently.
Are you alone?
Are you alone? And he kind of cocks his head. Oh God, did I break up?
No, you were good.
Okay.
He says, "Are you alone?" In matching your voice, right?
Yes. I might have to restart. I'm like super laggy.
Anybody
I'm
else?
just going to keep an eye on him and sort of keep him in front of me for the next hour or so.
Does this building look religious in any way?
Um, you 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 would probably guess that it could have some kind of religious implications. It looks like maybe a ziggurat, if you had to put a
Hmm.
name to it. Ziggurat. How do you say it? Ziggurat? Ziggurat?
Ziggurat, yeah. Is it
Multi.
something Ooptao related or perhaps something
Probably.
else?
You're. I mean, looking at it, you're like, it could be. I mean, you don't see any down at the bottom. You don't see any writing or anything. It's a good. The steps are pretty steep that go up to what looks like a door up top. You know, a pretty
Juku
big door.
calls out to his comrades that Juku will climb and begins trying to scramble up.
Before he does, I'm going to reach out and grab him to stop. Ancient temples are often trapped, my friend. Let us investigate closer. And I want to have a look at these steps before I let him go up them.
All right, go ahead and Gorgio while they're chit chatting. Probably a good time to do your do your deed, do your dilly restart. And I'll run your character. He's over. You see Clar go over to the ogre zombie, and he says, "Back," and he points to the ogre, and the ogre's got a bag on his tied to his belt.
So Vork will take a look at the bag.
It does look like a bag. It's tied to the ogre's belt, like a maybe a coin purse or something. It's beat up. It's worn, but it looks like it could have some coins in it from what you're looking at.
Wasn't one of them
I'm going
wearing
to grab it and
robes?
hand it to Paige, who's right
They
there. I'm
they
still
all
watching
they all three
Clar.
have some kind of robes on them and pretty much disrepair and stuff. Do you guys like examine the robes and like kind of pull
I
them
would like
off and
to.
kind of try to piece them together? Like if you get
Yeah,
like
I
all
Yeah.
three ogres and kind of their bits and pieces of their robes and stuff, they all three have some form of coin purses still on them that have
Ooh.
survived the time. You would estimate these bags are pretty old. So are these zombies. That's my way of saying that they got some random loot on them. Which, as of today, instead of me saying all they got is their maces and stuff, we're gonna roll. Hold on. Why does it look like it wants to delete this stuff? I don't want to delete. Oops. CR2. So out of the DMG under the random treasure chart is table for individual treasures. So I'm gonna roll on this for each creature that has a challenge rating, and it's based on their CR level. It goes from 0 to 4, and then 5 to 10, and 11 to 16, and 17 plus. So I'm going to roll on it for each of these creatures and get 3 parcels, and those are going to get dropped in the party sheet for loots. So instead of giving you a bunch of trinkets and random, weapons and whatnot, we're just going to deal with mostly gold and magic. Make it easy, inventory control, and then as you know, in town there are places that you can actually purchase some magical items and stuff. So party sheet. Somebody didn't take their shiny gem. Who didn't get their shiny gem out of you four? Their 50 gold piece shiny gem.
Pretty sure I got one.
I've got mine.
I have a shiny
I
gem.
think it's Paige.
Um, sure, I'll take it.
50 gold. And then I'm going to drop these coins in. You already had some coins in there from somewhere, which I didn't disperse, but we'll do that real quick. Actually, let me disperse those coins to be fair. I'll pull Clar out and disperse those real quick.
I don't mind letting him have. Well, some of them were from before the ogres,
Yeah,
weren't
that's
they?
why, and then I'll throw him back in. And then push these. All right, so that guy just had 18 copper. You know, these are CR2s. This guy had 15 electrum, and this guy only had 15 copper. So they weren't rich zombies, but you guys get a little bit anyways from that. And who's trained in religion? If you train in religion, give me a religion check, please, in the chat. If you're proficient in religion.
Oh,
All right, so
can I
you
use my
guys,
inspiration on that?
you could have. You didn't.
Too late.
You you think that these robes, they're pretty torn up, so it's hard to tell, but you think that they're as old as this ziggurat, you know, so that these guys might have been, you know, guards or acolytes or something. The religious symbol on it, it's so torn up that you can't quite make out what it is. Um, but you definitely think it might be something to do with this, that they were meant to be here. The ogres were at one time. You don't know if they were meant to be dead or not, but
Well, shall we go have a look? I said I wanted to stop Juku before he went up the steps and have an investigation look.
Juku's eyeing the door like he wants to go up.
All right, won't let me share the image of it. Um,
what are you trying to share the image of?
I was going to try to share the image of the wand I want to use, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can't share images as a player. I can.
My investigation sucks, but I will take out my wand of magic detection and magic detect.
Oh, that's a 30-foot range, right?
It is.
And what's the thickness of stone?
One moment, I am looking it up.
I think it's 1 foot.
1 foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
All right,
So I really just
you do
want to
sense
see if the
some
template's off.
magic coming from the door. The whole complex has a faint aura of protection on it. The whole stone structure. You think it might have, be something to help protect it from the elements or something mild. You don't think it's a trap or anything. The structure itself, but there is at the edge of your detect magic. There's something magical up there at the doorway, either the door or just beyond the door, and you get a sense that it is very powerful.
Hmm. Well, Mr. Juku, shall we? And I'll
We shall.
tentatively take a slow, you know, up the steps, still detecting with the wand that lasts up to 10 minutes. There's a magic effect at the door.
All right, so when you
Very
guys
powerful
get
one.
up top,
I'll turn
We got
to
initiative.
Claw and say, "My friends, trust you. Go ahead," and I'll motion for him to go follow.
Clawler will walk up. As you wish.
Is it the voice from
So,
the Princess Bride?
No.
as you wish.
Well,
No.
if you remember, Darth Vader said that to the Emperor a few times as well.
This is true. As you wish, my lord. So, when you guys start up the stairs and you get towards the top, you hear some scrambling noises coming from the rooftop. And up top on the roofs, you guys see some creatures that look like an
It's a
evil
lawyer.
Clyde.
Oh, God.
Like an evil Clyde. Like a.
Oh my god.
Huh.
They're like wicked monkey primate kind of looking things, and they kind of scramble to the
They
edge, and
look
they're like,
dead.
and they kind of go, and they make a screeching noise at you guys, and we have initiative. So Claw, you're down below. You hear this. You see the movement on top of the roof up there. What is Claw doing? Are you back? Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm back. He's going to go. Why has it got to be them? And we'll start running.
All right, the stairs are difficult terrain because they're kind of steep.
I would have gone 30 to there, and not there.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, and then bonus action dash. And I'm assuming I can't see them.
I think you could see this one at a -5 to hit if you're using a range. You know, because
Yeah.
only his head's visible. You know, he's kind of looking over towards the edge a little. He's like, "Rah!" He's hissing. But you can hear the other ones in the back, but you can't make them out.
All right.
And
So yeah, he's going.
the total
Oh.
height of this structure on top is like 10 foot, just to give you a visual.
All right. And a question I have to ask before: How do you rule getting your arrows back?
50%. So
I've used one.
then you lost it. You got to use at
Okay.
least 2 to get half back.
All right. So he's going to look at the gigantic Clyde, pull out his short bow, and say, "If it can see you, if you can see it, it can see you." As he will shoot.
And sometimes I'll tell you that you've lost the arrow completely. You know, so I'll be like, that one's
I thought you were
gone.
going to say you only get back half an arrow.
Why didn't it? Oh, sorry.
You
Why didn't it do
missed.
my swap? Anyways, yeah, that's his turn.
I don't know what's gigantic on that guy, but he is not gigantic. Paige.
Paige, the orphan from Candlekeep, who is looking for things in Chult. Sorry, I never got around to
I'm
that
gonna
earlier, but
take it. Azaka kind of was with you guys over here. She wasn't. I forgot about her. Let me roll
I
her
guess
initiative too, since I forget about her all the time.
And is she human?
She is.
Paige. Oh, thought you were asking about me.
I was.
Oh, no, she's not a human. She's a genasi.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, fire. That's right.
Yeah, fire genasi. But she looks mostly human. She doesn't. It's her. I guess bloodline is very thinned out. Anywho, I'm gonna come up here. Have these things like attacked anybody yet?
No, not yet.
I missed it.
They don't
Okay.
look friendly though. There's some poo
Okay.
gonna get slung. You think? You're not sure.
Then I will cast frostbite.
You do get that kind of in your head, that little bit of thought, but it goes away quickly.
Oh yeah, and sorry, our dragon's breath probably fell off from like forever ago. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
cast frostbite.
it's been about 15 minutes or so since that combat.
It failed its saving throw.
Ooh, definitely is going to attack now.
But you said they looked hostile, so
Yeah, well, they could be friendly hostile creatures. You don't know. So it it jumps to the edge of the roof, and it you see it raise up, and it looks right at Paige. Like it gives it some, like, its eyes get really big, and this like wah 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 feeling comes over you, Paige, as
like dubstep.
yeah, like a sickening kind of something invading your mind kind of feeling comes
Oh,
over,
okay.
and you try to like block it out the best you can, and you succeed in blocking uh, this thing out. It kind of knocks you kind of on your heels a little bit,
Okay.
and your eyes kind of flitter, and you take a half a step back, and but you're able to just push this psychic intrusion out of your head completely,
Awesome.
and it's like "Rah!" and it screams out, and you hear the other two behind it scream out, and Juku, you're like right there. You look up, and this thing's like leering down, like looking over the top of you, at Paige,
So
and
do I have a minus to hit it
no,
with a ranged attack?
yeah, no, I think you're fine now because it moved right to the edge now, and it's like leaning over the edge. It's like staring right at Paige, and so no, I
All
don't
right,
think you have any
I
negatives to hit it.
am going to guiding bolt it.
Ah, it's
Oh,
like it dodges back. You hit that corner of the building a little.
Pathetic.
Azaka says, "These are Sioux monsters. They are dangerous. We need to kill them quickly, I think." And she runs up, trying to take a shot at this one with her bow. And hits it. So she slinks her bow into its leg. It screams out in pain. Kind of hobbles around a little on its leg. And another one comes running up. And it looks right down at Juku. And you see its eyes like go. And its mental psychic pushes into Juku's brain, and you try to block it out. This is the best you can, and you don't. This thing just like pushes its way into your brain, doing psychic damage, 18 points of psychic damage, and it stuns you. So Juku's like, you see his head kind of fall to the side, blood kind of comes out of his snout, and you see he kind of shrink down into his shell a little and kind of sit on his rump, and he's just kind of just wobbling, and you can see his head just like spinning as this thing's like makes a screechy noise, kind of laughs at him. as another one runs up and does the same thing at Smedley. You see his eyes get real big, and he lets out a screech as the psychic crush invades Smedley's mind, and he's like, "I don't have a mind, whatever," and resists it completely. And Smedley, it's your turn.
All right, which is the one that did that?
The one in the middle, unusually supple.
No, I think I'm gonna take a step to there. And because it's still within the hour from when I cast Hunter's Mark, right?
Yes, yeah, you're okay. You still got that kicking around. You can pull it off the dead guy and move it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And you shoot him with your crossbow. It sticks him right in the chest. He's like, he looks down at the arrow and he looks at you with his big eyes. He like, "Bah!" And he falls off. Lands on Juku's shell. Falls onto the ground next to Juku, twitching.
Wasn't that the one that psychically attacked me?
No,
Or is that a different one? Oh.
that was a
It
different
was
one.
just one that was injured. That's why I shot it.
Wait, you shot? Oh, you shot the one that was injured. That
I
might have been the
shot
one that.
gigantic.
That might have been
I
the one
shot
that.
gigantic.
I don't think he actually has to concentrate.
No,
let
it
me
was
look at that.
cylindrical that did it to me.
Yeah, but I
Well,
don't
I
even
shot
think
gigantic. I don't remember who gigantic attacked, but
it's
he
not
was the
a
one I shot.
it's not a concentration anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No,
Warwick.
I don't.
I'm going to charge up as Azaka moves up and shoots. I'm going to run up and onto the ledge and chuck my axes at these Sioux monsters.
Other than range, what's the axe range?
It should be 30 feet.
I think you're.
Double
I
checking.
don't know what. Oh,
Oh, it's 20. Okay, so it's
20.
their
Yeah, so you'll be at
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah.
It didn't click. All right, let me try it again.
Well, something gave you advantage and disadvantage, so they canceled each other out.
Oh wait, which one are you attacking?
Okay.
You
Gigantic
attacked
is
the dead one.
down.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. I already put him
Yeah,
down.
sorry, he's laying
Oh,
down there.
I
Dead.
can see the skull now. Okay, I couldn't see the
Yeah.
skull.
You've
All right,
got
so
the other token set on the.
So you threw your hand axe advantage.
so
And
it would have hit
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the first
So
one.
whichever one you're hitting, roll damage on. So number unusually supple, the one that.
I'm gonna try it. Then my second one.
Oh. That one goes over the building, and you hear it go bing bang into the bushes somewhere. So you may have to spend some time hunting that one down. And Warwick, it's your turn again. You're like, friggin'. Stupid lawyers. If anyone in the chat's a lawyer, we apologize in advance for hating you.
Nah, they deserve it.
They know it. No one likes a lawyer until you're in jail. Then you kind of like them a little bit, unless you got to pay them.
All right, so I'm going to move up here and grab my great axe, and I'm just gonna double move then because I can't really see It's not worth trying to pull out my sling.
I've only been to jail once, and it was the Muscular Dystrophy Society fake jail. So does that count for
It
charity?
does.
They came and
I
arrested
toured
me.
one. I wasn't a
They came in
guest.
and arrested me and took me to the did we recharge? Damn it, we didn't recharge. So this one's gonna kind of like swing low. Yeah, it's gonna like scamper down and get into this square. Wow, that's totally weird. Into that square right there. And then it's going to use its multi-attack, which is, as it leaps down, it takes a swipe with its, wow, that was peeking, swipe with its claw at Warwick. And it misses, blocked by his bonus stat, and then when it lands on the ground, it tries to like bite him in the calf, like, rawr, and it reaches out with his mouth and tries to bite him,
In the calf. Sure.
and that misses him as well. Well, these are, I imagine these are like smaller, medium-sized creatures.
Mm-hmm.
It was trying to reach for his calf, I swear. Azaka's like, she moves over, taking a shot with her arrow at this one that just hopped down. A shot with her bow with an arrow, and hits, seeking an arrow into its butt, its little baboon butt, and doing 3 points of damage. It screams in pain. As this one, jumps down and like does a little monkey flop off of Juku into this square. Come on. I'll move Juku back. And swiping at Smedley as it comes down with its vicious claw. It swipes at Smedley, who dodges out of the way, and then it kind of spins around and tries to bite at Warwick. Missing Warwick because these guys suck. Juku, you are
I get a
stunned.
save.
Let me see. Let's see. The Sue monster targets one creature you can see within 30 feet. It must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take 5d6 psychic damage. It's stunned for 1 minute. The stun target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the effect. All right, so I'll push that on you. And you do not want to be stunned. So let me erase that from you. And Paige.
Alrighty.
So you see Juku like kind of, his head gets, he sticks his neck up out of his shell and he kind of looks around like blinking. He's like,
Oh no.
did I take a nap?
I'm going to cast magic missiles.
Uh-oh. All three at one, or
And
are you splitting them up,
no,
or?
I'm gonna split them up.
So
It'll be 2 will hit unusually supple, and then 1 will go on cylindrical. I always forget, Drake. Do you want 1 damage roll for all the missiles?
I prefer you just drag and drop each missile individually on your target.
Oh, okay. All right. So 2 are gonna hit unusually supple. That's 1, 2, and then the last one will hit cylindrical.
All right. That way you
Nice.
can, if your roll's crappy, it's not all crappy.
Yeah, I know rules is written technically. Most people say it's 1 damage roll for all 3 missiles, but I as a DM like it the other way also, just like you. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think when I read the rules, I understand it as uh, to try to speed things up on the table, you just roll one die. But Fantasy Grounds
Yeah.
makes it way easier. So,
For sure. Cool
Smedley.
beans.
So this thing's in front of you. It's looking pretty mean looking. It's like, it's got like big fangs and long claws, and you got a
I will
crossbow in your hand. You're like, ah.
hold my thumb up in front of it and kind of squint through one eye and point at his chest and imagine a hunter right there on his chest. And then I'm going to shoot him right in the hunter's mark.
Oh, so you're gonna have disadvantage because you're in melee.
No,
in the
I am a
hunter's
crossbow expert. I do not take disadvantage for shooting into melee with my crossbow.
So he spins his crossbow around and backs up a half a step and shoots him right in the chest. Fook! This thing's like, it looks down at this arrow in his chest and this other one pointing at it, coughs up some blood at you, and falls over, thud, and kind of rolls down the step a little. Lands next to you. Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Cylindrical and give him a thumbs up and a wink and point at him. You're next.
Clar looks down at this freaking Sioux monster that's next to him. What does he say?
Damn kids, get off my lawn. And he's gonna run up here. And he, shit. So he's gonna stow his short bow, and then he's going to, with his right hand, one of those daggers will appear, and he will stab it at him. Stabby, stabby.
I stab at thee.
It hits, sneak attack. He looks down. Such a waste.
And that's gonna take care of those guys. And they squirreled away a little bit of coinage. It seems that these guys were a little bit richer than the zombies, being a CR1, but you know how random stuff goes. So let me throw that loot in the party sheet. Somewhere they had some coins stashed away, probably in their little monkey nest. So you had 20 copper, 12 silver, and 11 silver for the three of them.
Nice.
Nice. Because you guys split that up, and let me take them out. As I use the remove dead NPCs.
Yeah, they
You
charge
could
5 silver an hour.
cast cure wounds on himself.
So as you're like, you know, cleaning up your wound and magically healing yourself, you look up at this door, Juku. Let me see what where's Juku? Oh, there you are. I never can find the languages on the character sheet.
It's on the abilities tab.
This language is kind of a little bit Chultan, you think? But you think it's much, much older. Give me a intelligence check, Juku.
Okay.
I'll unlock the tokens for you guys. Sorry. Yeah, you're not sure what the language is. No, it's not as old as Primordial.
Damn.
It's definitely a. It's. Do you think it's more of a humanish language, but an ancient one? So you don't think it's from the primordials?
Are any of the rest of you scholars?
You can type something in the chat, DM,
I don't know
using
as
that
many
language, and
languages,
it'll tell you who knows it.
but I are pretty
Uh,
smart. I grew
since
up
it
in Candlekeep.
since the language isn't on the list of languages, I don't need to do that.
Oh,
Ah, there you go.
it's a special, fancy
So
special.
Clawler will look at this and will say, "We do not follow maps to legendary magic items."
Yeah,
And
anybody
kind of rub
that's
his head.
anybody trained proficient in history can give me a history roll.
Ooh.
Before you roll, let me give you
Oh,
guidance. But
whoops.
I
Oh,
already
I
gave you
guess I
Paige.
already.
Paige,
Oh,
you
that was
you
fast.
remember
Thanks.
while you were in Candlekeep uh, that you saw a book from ancient Chultan city, and it was written in a language called Old Omuan,
Oh.
and you think that's what this language might be, Old Omuan, that's written on the door.
Okay. So I'll tell them I know what this language is, but I don't know this language. But it's called Old Omuan.
But a couple of you can recognize a name. Uh, I think anybody that's spent any time in Chult would probably have heard this name before, including Paige, that probably studied some Chultan stuff. So if your character has spent, you know, a few years around Chult, like Juku lived in Chult his whole life, and I think that's pretty much. Well, what about Smedley? Is he from Chult or?
No, he is not from Chult. He studied about Chult, but this is the first time he's been
So
here.
amongst the writing on the door is, close to the end of the writing is a name, and Juku recognizes the name,
Hmm.
and so
Remedies
does
the
Paige.
player knows what that is. Okay, cool.
I think both Manikiri probably knows who that is too. No.
I've
Uh,
run it. I've
I
run it too, so
recognize
I
the
know it
name.
too.
yeah.
Um,
Bless you.
give me a Paige. Give me a another history check. I'll give you
Certainly.
advantage on it too,
Oh, I'll take it.
since Juku knows a little bit about it too.
Oh, thank God for that advantage.
So yeah, why don't you tell us what you know of that name, Paige,
Um,
Robin, and
so it's been a while since I ran Tomb. I might be wrong. Somebody can correct me, but is that one of the trickster gods?
it is not.
No? Okay, then I don't remember.
No,
I take it all back.
Rasnissi is or used to be, and he may still be. Your characters probably don't know for sure, but was a barre or a immortal. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
there were seven of them that protected Chult, and Rosnissi uh, had the power to create and control undead,
Yeah,
and
he's like a
is
naga
the
or something.
reason behind all of the undead in Chult.
Yuan T.
Yuan-Ti, thank you. Not a
Yeah,
snake
well,
person.
I don't think your characters would know that he's a
Yeah,
No,
Yuan-Ti
no,
okay.
now.
no.
They
I
would know
was
the
just
history of Rosnissi as a barre
okay, cool. It's
over
all
a
coming
hundred
back to
years
me now.
ago. And the city of Mesro had something to do with Rosnissi too. You don't know the details on it, but you remember a little bit. So Rosnissi was a barre, a immortal that was one of the powerful beings that was um, given its immortality from Uptao, so that's why Juku knows the name as well. And that's amongst the writing was that name, Rosnissi. So you don't know the other words, but you do recognize the Rosnici in the writing.
Was I able to find my hand axe?
With some time, yeah. Probably take you about 15 minutes or so to find it. You're out there. Duke, 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 Deek. Oh, there it is. Got a little.
So when I get back, see them setting the door. We going in? I get ready to push it.
So
Let's.
this writing on the door is kind of engraved into the door. It looks like it's pretty old. You just like try to
Do
shoulder the door open.
I got my hand up, ready to push it with my axe in the other hand, waiting for someone to respond to my question.
what if that's like a curse or something? Do you think we should maybe, I don't know if we can take some time to try and decipher the words here, or this could be like a sacred temple
What have
or
you
a
been doing for the
tomb?
last 15 minutes?
Well, I mean, it takes more
This
than
is a
15
sacred place
minutes.
of Ubtao. I will definitely enter.
Okay. All right. Let's go in then.
Oh, you're not sure it's a sacred place to Ooptow or not. I mean, you could use that as an excuse if you want.
No.
That's my excuse. Yeah,
It says
So I'll push on the
Rosnissi.
door.
stick to it.
So
So
yes,
the
I'm going to
door
push on the door.
so the door does open. It like squeaks open. And it's got some kind of hidden uh, hinges inside the big stone door. It opens, and inside this 20 by 20 chamber, sitting on the floor in the middle of the room is a chest, a closed chest, and then be behind the chest is a like a pretty large uh, trap door that goes down. I mean, obviously, if you open the door, you think it goes down. And that's what you see. It's a stone chest sitting in the almost the middle of the room with the lid down. It's got all kinds of writing and stuff on it. Is your detect magic still going, or would you use another charge, Smedley?
I don't know how long it lasts. Let me look that up real
Well,
quick.
detect magic typically lasts 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Then yeah, I would use another charge.
So indeed, you detect the magic now again that you're a little bit closer, and that magic is that powerful magic is coming from the chest, like very
Yeah.
magical. You think it the school of conjuration.
Something
That's my
tells
school.
me this is a, this reeks of trap.
And kind of on a smaller little flat area on front of the chest is the same writing that you saw on the door. The same, and you think it's actually the same phrase. It's the same language, same words. Rosnissi is towards the end. You think it's the same phrase.
Well,
I'm
this is not my area of expertise. Does somebody want to have a closer look at this box? It does radiate conjuration magic, for whatever that means.
well, I'm a conjuration wizard. So I wonder maybe it could conjure something if we open it, like fire or something devastating like that. It could be a trap, like an arcane ward or something of that nature.
That's what I'm thinking. A glyph of warding that conjures
Yeah.
something. To me, it just that's obviously this is a trap. This is something that was, put there as bait to tempt people like us into messing with it so that we will die.
Yes.
Because I think we will die if we mess with it.
Sadly, I don't even know dispel magic. I don't have that in my spell book yet. So
We're not powerful enough to have stuff like that yet.
Maybe there's a scroll in the chest.
I don't want to open the chest and I mean, okay. Would you like me to open the chest?
Now, I
If
just
I
want to point
die,
out that the chest does not have a lock on it. It just has a handle,
that's fine.
so.
If I die, I'm coming back as a bard. So, do you want me to open the chest?
Honestly,
Sure.
of all of us, I think you're probably the least likely to survive a trap should it do damage.
But I'm
So
also like the most expendable person, so it's
no,
okay.
no,
The
you're
most
You're the
not.
expensive.
easiest to heal.
The squishiest.
I will open the chest, but before I do so, I will expend another spell slot and
You guys think that
cast
you,
Cure Wounds upon
bef-
myself.
before you open the chest, you guys do think that you probably could take a short rest here. If you chose to do so, if you wanted
Or
to.
we could short rest after in case he gets wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I've
right.
taken you
So
out of initiative too, so your tokens are unlocked, so.
I will step forward to the chest. I suggest everybody stand back. If this goes boom, no sense in all of
Yeah,
us
I'm going
dying
back.
from it. And
What's
I
the
will
radius of
cringe
fireball?
and flinch and lean back as far as I can, where I'm just barely touching the lid of the chest and kind of flip it open and then cringe,
So
waiting for the
so you so
explosion.
you flip it over and you kind of like duck back and you think something's gonna blow up and nothing happens. The chest opens freely. The lid kind of goes. You can hear it go clunk, to the
I will
open.
let a big sigh and gingerly look over the edge of the box
So
to
when
see
you
what.
look into the chest, you see a glowing sphere of magic light or something.
Is it
Just
green?
kind of in the middle of the chest,
Is
not
it
on the
green?
floor, but just a glowing sphere of of magic. You think, kind of faintly glowing. Something hovering in the middle of the chest that's glowing
Point
magical.
my still charged wand down at it.
Well, you still would have detect magic going, so you
Yep.
wouldn't need to use it again. It definitely is what is the magic conjuration is that right there. Whatever
I
that ball of of magic light is, or
I will
What
tuck
does it
the
taste like?
wand in my pocket and I will look around at everybody and then I will reach in and attempt to grab the glowy ball.
all right, push that button for me, and so you pull out a potion bottle. That's a potion of healing.
Huh.
And you see
Well,
Well,
we
that
have
was a
the
silver.
neat
the the
trick.
the glowy thing fade away, and it's just an empty
Oh,
chest now.
Hmm.
that was fancy. That was a cool trick. I need to learn how to do that.
I'm gonna put that in the party sheet for you, Jingo, and
Sounds
ID
good.
it.
Look at that. All that caution for nothing.
And the chest, kind of closes on its own, and then you can see that the conjuration, strong conjuration magic, is gone, and then the lid closes, and the strong conjuration magic comes back.
It's a magic chest.
Somebody else take a spin.
I'm gonna open
Juku
it.
will try it.
We fight over it.
Juku's gonna try it.
Yep.
Same thing happens with Juku. And there you go. Juku pulls out a potion of healing.
Oh, that's so fancy.
Do you need one?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Same thing. The
I
lid
want.
closes, starts to glow again. The conjuration from the
Oh,
detect
this is
magic.
so fascinating. I want to. Can I look at the chest and see if I can understand how it works? If it's like limited, unlimited, I want to know.
You think that maybe the writing on the front of the chest might tell you?
But I can't read it.
So you get the instruction manual out and it's in Chinese.
Oh, I'm gonna
Like,
cast comprehend languages on myself.
okay, so you can read the language.
Let me mark off a spell slot.
If I share well, you're gonna
You can
read it to the
drag it
party.
directly onto her portrait and just share it to her.
Oh, cool.
Huh. I don't understand that. I hate riddles so much. I'm gonna translate it into common and tell everybody what it says. So that's what the chest says.
It says, "Draw from the chest, let the dead rest. Move through the floor to gain more. One is all you get. Beware. The last was a heart of Rosnissi and awaits her release."
I failed puzzle class at the academy, so I'm not gonna be very useful here.
You skipped that day.
Yeah. I used to ditch a lot
Yeah, he
to
went. He
go.
went. He went to the arcane library instead of the puzzle class.
That's
All
right.
right, let's start looking around this chamber.
So
It
the
says
only
move through the
thing,
floor to gain more.
yeah, the only
I'm gonna
thing
open
else
up
in
the
this
Yeah.
chamber
door.
is a trap door in the floor.
That's right. You did say there was a trap
Warwick's gonna
door.
open it.
Okay. Wait,
Open
I
the
didn't
trap
get
door.
anything out of the chest yet. I'm gonna open the
Yeah.
chest for a magic
And Warwick,
ball of
you're
light.
opening the floor.
Yes.
All right. So when you open the chest page, you do see the glowy thing in there. And when Warwick opens the door, he sees on the floor below you another room. You know, the light kind of trickles in, and he sees another chest on the floor below you.
Ooh.
And then we have initiative.
Oh.
Uh, so
She
we
get she
have
should get to grab her item first though.
that would be on her initiative if she chooses to do that.
She'd burn right
Because
on
when
the
you
head.
open the door, you see a shuffle as something moves towards the trapdoor. So the second floor is how do I draw a square? Shift is the is this section here. So the floor below you is the bigger floor section. Right. You guys understand? Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Yes.
And the door to get down there is in this square, right there, that works in front of. It's a little ladder that leads down, and sitting in the middle of the room again is a chest, so Work can see that. And then down below is movement. Excuse me, a frog. So let me push that, and push this. Oh. Why didn't that work?
Comprehend languages lasts for an hour, no concentration.
Yeah, it's a good one. You can cast it as a ritual too, I believe.
I can't. I wanted to cast it quickly, so I used a spell slot on it.
Yeah, but it is possible.
Yes, yeah, just 10 extra minutes.
So Warwick, you're the only one that can kind of see down in there. Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
So yeah, you can see these things clearly. They appear to be the same type of creatures that you just fought, except these are definitely undead and they've been wrapped in cloth, bandages. And they look up at you
The
and they're like,
Sioux monsters
and
or the ogres?
the Sioux monsters, the monkey things.
Okay.
And Warwick, it's your turn. So
I
you
shut the
see
door.
one like in this square.
So I
Here,
shut the door.
I'll turn them on so you guys can see
There's
it
a
down there.
chest down there and a bunch of undead lawyer creatures, monkey, and I will
I thought
have
all
my.
lawyers were undead.
I'm going to have my axe ready, so if the door opens again, I'm going to smack somebody in the face. Any monkeys popping up?
Hmm.
There we go. Smedley. So if you want to apply the ready to action to yourself, Warwick, what's Smedley doing?
Smedley's going to come over here to the other side of the trapdoor, and he is going to apply a rated action. Is that under effect?
It should be ready. Just type in red because it's. I don't think it's readied.
No, there it is, ready to action.
And there's also a readied spell too.
Yeah, because readying a spell requires concentration.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready to action. Crossbow bolt.
Okay, Juku.
Juku is going to ready a sacred flame.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Azaka. Which she would have probably moved up and went. Who's gonna die first? She's got her bow ready too. So Clar.
Clara's gonna look over at Paige and look down in the chest. Look at Paige again. Say, "Sorry, not sorry," and grab the item out of the chest.
You dick.
And there you go. A
Yeah,
potion of healing. Do you
I
need one?
have one. I have it.
Okay.
It's an infinite box of potions.
And that's an action to do that, right?
The only thing.
No.
Okay.
Just picking up
Then,
an item off the floor, basically.
he's gonna move here, and
I mean, you have a potion of healing in your hand now.
this is true. So he's gonna move there and stow the potion of healing, and that's it. Because I can't pull anything.
That would be the action: is put that thing away after you picked up.
Right.
So you just close the door, right? You're not standing on it or anything. So this one's gonna push open the door and climb up to here. So what do we got? Gang pile on the Sioux monster mummy?
Yep.
A whole bunch of ready actions.
He is strangely lumpy.
He is
Door hasn't even
strangely lumpy.
before I swing my axe, slam this thing in the shoulder.
All right, so this thing comes up and it looks around and it emits a wave of terror to everyone within 30 feet. So that is everybody. And everybody's got to make a saving throw. And those that fail are frightened. So while it's frightened in this way, a creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from the mummy as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of the mummy. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from the effect that it prevents it from moving. So if you were like restrained by something, if it has nowhere it can move, the creature can use the dodge action. At the end of its turns, a creature can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a success. And the other one is going to also climb up. And get into this square. Provoking from Smedley, but are you frightened?
I am.
So you cannot use your reaction to take your opportunity attack.
I do not have a reaction anyways, as I had a ready action that I used.
Oh, that's true. That is true. So this thing is going to come up and let's see. Multi-attack can use its dreadful glare and make one attack with its rotting fist. So its dreadful glare, it's going to look at Juku, who's wearing a holy symbol, and it looks into your eyes and gives you a dreaded glare. But you got to make a saving throw.
Made a face.
And you succeed on the saving throw. And then it's also going to try to hit you with its fist. He's like, you can't. It doesn't. Can they speak? Oh, yeah, it does. It says in Old Muin, which only Paige can
Only I can
understand.
understand.
It says,
Mm,
Ooptao is not going to protect you here. And
I'm not gonna tell Juku they said that.
takes his rotting fist and tries to punch Juku in his shell and succeeds. Right? That's it. One attack with its fist. Okay. Paige,
Okay. Well, somebody
you've
stole my
succeeded
second item,
on your frightened.
and I'm not scared of these little fuckers.
I think you're the only
So
one, aren't you?
yeah, I think
Everybody else
so.
is about to leave, and you're going to be standing there.
I'm right there with her.
So I am going to try to hit them both with an acid splash. They have to make a saving throw.
did the chest close again
Oh, and they
after?
both
Yes, after
Uh,
he took it out, yes.
never happens for me. All right, and that will end my turn.
Smedley. To actually, this is the top of the round. Let's call it right here, since we're already 7 minutes after the top of the hour. And of course, we like to try to stick to our 3 hours because if we do much more than that, our butts get sore. So that's it for tonight. We're going to stop it on a high note in combat with a couple of Sioux monster mummies and a magical chest full of loot. And kind of a a puzzle too. So we're going to pick this up in 2 weeks. Jungles of Chult will continue, but tomorrow night over on Rob's channel, I will be DMing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, and I invite you to join us over there. Matakuri and Sven are players over there. And if you want to follow Rob's channel so you can watch me DM over there, all Rob does is Fantasy Grounds 5th edition. And you got to have a certain kind of palate for Rob, but other than that, he's a great guy. So there's his information right there. Sunday night, as of right now, I don't think I'm running my game, so Matakiri and I will be co-hosting on All Things Fantasy Grounds. That's at 9 o'clock on Sunday. We have to. It takes two of us to replace Robin, so since she can't make it, Matakiri and I are tag teaming, trying to take her place temporarily because she's doing family stuff. And but All Things Fantasy Ground is also on over on Rob's stream. That's at 9 o'clock Eastern on Sunday, and then Tuesday night right here 8 o'clock. We are doing some Princes of the Apocalypse, and that's at 8 o'clock Eastern. And then Wednesday I'm off. Thursday maybe some Deadlands with Marbania over on his channel. But Friday, a week from today, we are doing some more D&D. I get to play. Matakiri gets the DM in Empire of the Ghouls. And that one's getting kind of interesting because we're in the deep. We're in the plot. I think we're in it. We're in it. So that one's getting fun. More undead, and then unfortunately for everyone in chat, they didn't realize that I actually put 3 uses of Clyde.
Damn.
But only 1 use per person. So 2 other people could have slung some poo tonight, but they didn't click on it. So Gorgio dodged some shit.
Yeah.
But you can get revenge on all of Gorgio's stuff in 2 more weeks. So let's see. Is there somebody we're supposed to go raid? Anybody on the network? No, but let's go raid Caesar since
Yeah.
he's one of our fellow players and stuff. The only problem with raiding Caesar is how do you spell all of his crap?
Z,
Because you can't just click on it. You gotta
Underscore.
raid channel. Oh wait, yeah, because I do follow him. Did he stop? Did he stop playing suddenly? No, he's still playing.
Let's see. Oh, he still has it going.
All right, that's it, guys. We're gonna raid a friend of ours, Caesar. Stick around, check out his stream for a little bit, and then you guys can hit the hay or whatever. So I'm gonna start up the outro for my channel, but chat, stick around. We're gonna go raid Caesar. So we'll talk to you guys later.
Appreciate
Thanks
your
for
hard work,
watching.
Drake. Thank you.
Yeah, see you
Thank you, Drake.
guys.
Thanks.
You
I'm
as
so
well.
happy to be here.